Hi, my name is Stephanie Cuevas, and thank you for joining me in another video on the Art of Social Media TV. Now today we're going to talk about what a lot of bloggers and everyone is pretty much doing, and that's just creating multiple social networking accounts, whether there are multiple blogs, multiple Twitter and Facebook accounts. Pretty much called the multiple personality syndrome, applying it to social media. Now, a lot of bloggers tend to do this because we pretty much just want to do it all. We want to write about all these different topics that we're interested in, and essentially we have to create all these different networks for those blogs. Now, technology is making it a little bit easier to manage all these different accounts and manage all of our multiple personalities, just because whether you use different applications on the internet or whether you're using your smartphone, technology is making it easier than it was, 5 or 6 years ago to manage multiple accounts. And having multiple accounts with blogs and networks is pretty much kind of like passive income. You should never rely on just one source of income to pretty much just pay all your bills. You need to have income coming from multiple sources. The same thing kind of applies to these multiple accounts. You kind of just don't want to depend on one blog or one account to just fund all of your social media goals. Now we'll kind of go over the pros and cons a little bit of having multiple accounts as well as these multiple personalities. And some of the pros are that it definitely helps with branding. If you have multiple blogs, you need to create multiple social networking accounts for these blogs, essentially because the readers and followers of one blog are probably not going to relate to the things you're saying on your networks to your other readers and followers. So you kind of have to do that because it has to go along with your branding and your image. You are also able to network and belong with different communities. Now, if you love pets and karate and photography, obviously the photography community is not really going to care much about pets and karate. So it is fun that you get to join all these different communities and find people to kind of belong and network with. And it definitely also opens up more opportunities to be an expert in that field. Whether you want to be a speaker or a published writer, joining these different communities and having these different accounts will kind of just add more of a credibility and more understanding, just a background and what your goals want to be. Now, the cons are pretty obvious cons when it comes to having multiple personalities in social media, and that is definitely that you may lose credibility in one niche. All your time is focused on this one community. You kind of lose interest in the other one. People lose interest in you, and just that other community may just suffer from the lack of potential that you're kind of just putting into other ones. And of course, it may be just because you are more interested in that other community. If that's the fact, then you just need to essentially just shut down that other blog, shut down those other communities, and just focus your time with things that are more important to you. Another thing is that when you are managing different communities and different blogs and different accounts, you end up having different obligations. So just twice the places you need to guest post, twice the people you need to stay up to date with, twice the businesses who want to work with you. So you end up kind of just getting a little bit overwhelmed, very easily. And it's basically just too much stuff that you want to do, and there's just not enough time. If that's the case, you really need to look at what are the different goals you want to achieve, what it is you're interested in, and just narrow down all of your accounts and all of your blogs to things that you truly feel like you can write about, things that you'll truly be interested in, and just the people that you want to be around. Now, I have a question for you, do you have multiple accounts? Why or why not? And how do you feel about the multiple personality syndrome in social media? You can join our discussion in our Blog Frog community, and I look forward to seeing the discussion that comes from these multiple accounts because I know I have them, and I know you do too. So thanks for watching.